Hi, you guys. It's me, Ethereal Sorcerer 777 here. Um, I just want to take some time out to share something very close to me. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying because I've been crying the last 20 minutes, to be completely honest. Standing outside about an hour ago, um, I have realized a couple of things. One, I saw what seemed to be a baby with two hearts next to it in the clouds. And that ugly guy from Monsters Inc., the green face with the one eye, I saw him, which was kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. But the right heart had an X on it, as if you've seen the heart with like a bandage, like it's been scarred. And what seems to be either a baby or a cupid, which is kind of interesting. And it was two hearts. And I ran inside to go grab my phone, and I was enjoying the moment, and I didn't want to go inside because I wanted to capture it. And I was like, please don't leave, please don't leave, wait till I come back. And it was still around till I came back. It was a little kind of distorted, but it's not distorted. But what I wanted to do was this. As I was standing outside, I had an epiphany. Number one, I'm going to say I am a divine counterpart. I am a twin flame. And that, and I wholeheartedly own that. And I walk in my authentic self. I am duality. I am darkness and I am light. I am him and he is me. And I've had this overwhelming feeling in the last 5 minutes. And I was laying across my bed and I realized. Actually, I realized it when I went outside, and then I came back in. And I was standing in front of my door and I said to myself, you did it. And I never allowed myself to say this out loud. I always say I run a business. That's how I say it. I never say this business is mine. And it came out different tonight, the first time in almost a year. I have a business. I am a spiritual healer. I am an energy healer. I am a psychic. I am a medium. I have telepathic communication. And the list goes on. I own that. I laid across my bed and I sat up and I said, I have a lot to be grateful for. But the things I was grateful for and the things that I'm grateful for, I didn't really understand the in depth of my gratitude until I laid across this bed and I looked at everything I worked hard for. And I had to sit up and I had to say to myself, I did this. This is me. This is my energy. This is my soul mission. This is my purpose. This is who the hell I really am. Underneath years of conditioning, this is Ethereal Sorceress. I did this physically by myself, but with the help of my God first and foremost, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my higher self, my divine masculine's higher self, and my Orishas who have been sent to me energetically. I sat here and I talked to my spirits for about a half an hour, and I gave every one of them individually their just due. You know why? Because without them instilling me with more strength than I already have, I wouldn't be here. I am grateful for where I am because a year ago I had none of this. I had none of this a year ago. And I'm grateful for the soul family that I have and the like minded souls that have been brought to me. And even though I second guess myself with these beautiful people, I hear my grandmother telling me all the time, I sent them to you because you can do this. You got this. I trust you. So trust yourself. And I realized how much I trust myself. My inner knowing and going within and trusting what I hear and trusting the messages that I receive. We are all connected. All of us. I love my circle. And I'm going to say I love my circle because that is me. No one's going to tell me, and no one should tell others, oh, you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't say that and blah, blah, blah. This is me being human. This is me being authentic. I love the women that are surrounded by my energy on a daily and weekly basis. Do you know why? Because they uplift me, whether they understand that or not. Because when I speak to these group of women, it's like the energy pushes me to go harder on the collective. I realize that we are all beautiful individual souls. And I had to sit here and I had to thank my God, first and foremost, my source and my higher power. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Not every head can carry the crown. And I had to sit here and I had to thank my ancestors for choosing me to wear the crown, because not everybody is able to wear the crown. If you are chosen to wear the crown, you can wear the crown. And you better wear that crown with some gut. You better wear that crown like you ain't never worn a crown before. Honor your crown, because you have been ordained to wear the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I realized that everything that I've ever had to experience in my entire life has brought me to this point to where not only do others resonate with me, they look up to me. I inspire people to go for theirs, and they trust me with their soul enough to come and seek the help that they need. That's like somebody taking their life and putting it in your hands and coming to you and saying, help me, because I don't get it. And I realize that I'm not going to change anything about me to please the likes of anybody else. Because it's my delivery and my way of doing things. Thank you, Spirit, for the flick of the light. That gets the messages across for people to understand and for people to resonate with. People, I realize the one thing that I fear about myself that intimidates people is the same thing and the same characteristics that people adore about me, because I don't sugarcoat shit. I wasn't ordained with the crown. The crown was not put on my head to bullshit anything. Especially if it has to do with helping others. I absolutely love what I do. And I say that from the bottom of my heart, because I like when people get the answers that they are seeking and that they need. And that there are people who are not afraid to tell certain individuals like it is. We have been conditioned behind so many false beliefs and negative information that it's about time somebody keeps it fucking real. I will forever honor my divinity, because I literally had to walk through hell to get here. And I'm not afraid. And I'm not ashamed. I thanked my spirits and my grandmothers for choosing me out of all the grandkids to carry the crown. because I get it. It is my story and my testimony that will then make others feel like they are not alone. And right now, people need compassion. People need honesty. People need to relate to others. People need to feel it. People need to be real. Because there's so much other fake shit out there that you can't even, some people's discernment is clouded. And that has got to stop. Support those who support you. I embrace my divinity wholeheartedly. And I'm glad that I'm different. Because I don't want to be nobody else but me. I'm glad that I'm special. I'm glad that I was the black sheep. You know why? Because I wasn't born to fit in. Sheeps are white, not black. I wasn't born to fit in. I was born to stand out. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. And my goal in this lifetime is to do my mission with honor, with sincerity, and with compassion, and with healing, and with love and determination. For generations to come and the generations after I transition over after me. This is my mission. Now own it. Because nobody can do me better than I can do me, and nobody can do you better than you can do you. If I can do it, so can you. I feared a long time about putting myself out there on the World Wide Web because I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. I was afraid that people wouldn't like my delivery. I was afraid of all the other stuff that were going on in the spiritual community. I see everything. Not only with my third eye, but with the two that I have that are functional. Not saying that my third eye is not functional. I don't say anything, but I see everything. And a lot of things have turned me off about how certain individuals carry themselves and low cut and low blow people and not have the audacity to dress certain individuals. I don't like that because you're shady. But we're not making this about nobody else. I'm talking about the people who want to do the work, who want to heal, who need to start mission. I let other people's shit that had nothing to fucking do with me interfere on my mission. Not saying I wasn't on mission, but getting it out there the way Spirit has been telling me to get it out there. And Spirit was so determined on telling me to get it out there, it was coming through different other channels of people who are not healers and or gifted and soul connections and divine counterparts, they had nothing to do with that. They don't know anything about that. A couple of them, it came from divine counterparts. Sis, you really need to do that. Oh, well, I don't know. Another person. Um, Start this, start that. And I was like, oh, well, Spirit has been saying that, but I don't really know. And it's those individuals that have faith in me and told me, you need to get your ass out there and you need to do it now. Fuck what other people got going on. Because what other people got going on, that's not your shit. That's their shit. Don't pay no mind to that shit. Be aware of that shit, but don't let that shit stop you. I felt so much gratitude and love in the last hour. And as I was crying, I felt the pain in my heart chakra. Because it was an overwhelming feeling of unconditional love and gratitude that I was feeling. And that is a whole Snapple fact. All facts, no Prince-a. And I knew what that was. That was a combination of me and my divine counterpart. Do not be afraid to heal because there is so much freedom in letting shit go. I have been more at peace in the last 3 months when there's a virus, Dike, going around, snatching lives and souls like it's nobody's business than I've ever felt in the last 31 years, more so in the last 28 years. The most peace I've ever felt because I'm no longer placing expectations on anything or anybody. I am living in the now and I am living in the moment. There is a whole lot less, if none at all, less stress and non existent stress once you detach from the outcome. Once you fully surrender, that's where peace lies. I go about my day, I mind my business, I take care of my clients, I take care of myself, I heal, I love all my kids, I love my life, and I wake up every day and I express my gratitude. Every day before my feet touch this floor, or even while my feet touch this floor, this devil knows that I'm up and I'm ready. Never give up. Don't stop because there's something good literally right around the corner. And sometimes the miracle comes just right before you give up completely. Do not let anybody discourage you and tell you that you can't. I take what I do very, very seriously. Outside of the fundamentals and the fun and the energy and the fact that I get into my zone when I'm spreading my energy to heal others. I want to do things correctly, and I want to be precise. Because just like my energy I trust in another's hand, that's the same thing that happens when someone comes to me. They trust their energy in my hands. This is my mission. And I own it. 10 grand. And I am grateful. And I will forever be grateful, even after my flesh has melted off my bones. And I am one of my kids' spirit guides. Okay? And I'm bouncing on cloud 23 and swinging on lily pads in the ethers. I'm going to be that type of ancestral spirit guide. The one who plays no games. Because I literally have the best of everything walking behind me. And I'm glad that I was chosen. Because as I see it, if it was anybody else in my bloodline, and I'm talking about, I wouldn't say immediate family, we're just going to say siblings. There's only one other person I know, and I love my cousin to pieces because she's also gifted. That if this crown was given to any one of anybody else, they wouldn't know how to handle it. So when I say God and spirit know what they're doing, when they choose you from your ancestral line, when they choose you, they know exactly what they're doing. Because you see that man upstairs, and whatever energy and consciousness you see him as, he will never give you nothing you can't handle. And if you couldn't handle it, he wouldn't even give it to you, and he wouldn't even put it on your head. The battles you go through, he gave them to you because he knows what the end result is going to be. God blesses the child who has their own. You give to get. That's equal give and take. That's balance. That's Six of Pentacles. That's harmony. That's temperance. That's Hierophant and High Priestess. That's reciprocity. Whatever you are holding on to that is not benefiting you at this time, I urge you, trust in your source. Because what he's holding behind his back is bigger than what you are willing, it's bigger than what you're not willing to give up. Give it up. Let it go. Hand it over. Make a choice. Choose a path. Choose a road. You're either going to go left or you're either going to go right. The decision is yours. And decisions need to be made very quickly because it's better than not making a choice at all. Make the choice, stick to it. Let it go. Release it. And do not do a trade for trade. And when I say do not do a trade for trade, because I see it now, it's funny how this is coming to me, that someone is basically trying to finesse the situation. Like saying on the count of three, I'll give you what I got if you show me what you got. No, that's not how that works. You got to be willing to give it to him completely. Put it in his hands completely and watch what he gives back to you. Watch what they give back to you. Let it go. What's going on right now, it ain't even worth holding on to. I am grateful for those who have walked with me on my journey and who are still walking with me on my journey. I'm grateful for those who have come to me. I am grateful for my ancestors and my grandmothers who said to me, I gave this person to you. I gave you this person because I know you can do it. If you have any questions, you know what you got to do. But other than that, follow what you hear and do it accordingly. I do right by those because I had wrong done to me. I am choosing to pay it forward by teaching, by healing, by being who I am. And I'm not afraid to say it. I feel so much joy and so much release because I have accepted fully and I am embracing exactly what it is that I came here to do. And I'm not stopping now. And anybody who wants to come, let's go. We out. We leaving. We on the next thing. All aboard. Tickets, please. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times.